They do not believe that their incomes have superseded inflationary rates.
I mean, they have. But they have.
For some.
No, overall. Like,
for
they
some.
have.
I'm going to push back on that. I think it's easy for people living in big
I
East
cover
Coast
this. This is my job.
I understand that it's your job, but when you go and talk to regular people, they're going to tell you, when I go to the grocery store, it is more expensive for me to pay for goods.
True. That
so
is
you
true.
cannot negate that fact with all due respect to your job.
Okay, I'm just saying inflation has gone up. That is very painful. I do not discount that. It's very salient. Groceries, gas, among other things, that's absolutely true. But it's not true that that household incomes are at a decade low. It's not true that the economy isn't growing or that we turned off the oil spigot or whatever else. I think you can recognize how people feel and also give them the real facts about how the economy is.
I think it is incredibly aloof to sit here at this table and pretend that what people are experiencing aren't real because some numbers on a chart showcases the data says otherwise.
No, I agree.
That's absolutely insane.
That
is absolutely insane.
Inflation is real. It is painful. I'm not suggesting otherwise.
Out of touch for people in big cities making great money telling everyday regular people that what you're experiencing doesn't mean a darn thing because my charts say otherwise.
That's not
ludicrous.
what I said.
The Democrats don't seem upset at the job Biden is doing. They don't seem upset about inflation. They don't seem upset about the open border. They don't seem upset about the fact that most Americans now cannot become first-time homeowners. They're only upset that he didn't do a better job lying about all of those things, right? And it's the same thing with Kamala Harris. They're not upset that she is incapable of contributing anything to the ticket. They are only upset that she cannot do a better job of faking it. And I think that that gets to the heart of what the Democratic Party has become. Because if you are the Democrats' base, if you are a multiply credentialed person in the top 10%, Joe Biden's America has actually been very good for you. Yeah. You maybe got your student loans paid off. Your home value, you're a homeowner, is now worth so much more. You have so many fewer people competing for goods because they cannot afford them, right? There are all these benefits you've gotten. There are all these illegal immigrants for you to hire who you don't have to pay as much as you would pay an American. So to their base, the elites, this is a really good time. So they don't actually think Joe Biden's doing a bad job. They just want him to lie about it better so that the 60% of hardworking Americans who are struggling will not realize what's going on, as if they could be wrong about that. Yeah.
The out of touch liberal strikes again. Let that man cook. Let that man cook. Shermichael has been one of the greatest finds I ever had on CNN. I advise you guys to watch him because this is the problem with a lot of people, and I think I made this commentary before, is that people with a higher income are less likely to say that inflation is a problem. You saw this with Bill Maher types, and I don't know who this lady is. She said, it's my job. I know these numbers. Well, I don't know what numbers she's referencing, but I know inflation's up 21%. I know that. That means if you didn't get a raise over the last 4 years, you lost 20% of your buying power. I know that. Real wages are down 1.9%. So I don't know what numbers she's referencing. And this is why I'm tired of these liberals, especially these little preachy liberal women. They like to rest on their credentials. Oh, I do this for a living. I'm a biologist technically, and there's more than two genders. Yeah, okay. The fallacy of authority. At the end of the day, data could be manipulated. The methodology matters. If the methodology doesn't mirror what happens in reality, you can't properly capture the sentiment that many people are feeling about this economy. And the idea that she would even attempt to make this argument, and then she tries to cover for herself, oh, that's not what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to discount how people are feeling. Yes, you are. Right? Inflation at the same point in between Trump's presidency and Biden's administration. This is what people are seeing. The cost of living, not wealth generation, which benefits the wealthy, by the way. The wealthy are more able to resist the problems that inflation comes and brings. They're more able to take advantage of when the market goes into a bears with the growing fears of a recession. So I don't understand how she's able to try to make this fake attempt at trying to save the Biden's economy when his advisor is leaving as markets tumble. So what is this like? CNN, bro. Y'all need to check y'all analysts sometimes, bro. I don't know who this lady is. I don't know what kind of chart she looking at. It would have helped if she, sourced her where she's getting this reference, her sources, but I digress. But the economy's growing strong. Okay, with unemployment high since 2021, October 2021, which is also on the Biden administration, by the way. Make it make sense. But hey, look. These are the people that CNN pays, right? Is this preachy, liberal? Even wealthy Americans are struggling to make ends meet, and this was created in June 26 by the same network. Someone tell me what chart she was looking at. About 1 in 3 Americans making 6 figures are worried about paying their bills, right? The survey found that notably people over the past year, consumers making $100,000 a year or more, who are concerned about making ends meet over the next 12 months. A significant share of wealthier Americans are coping with financial pressures by cutting spending, including dial back restaurant visits and entertainment. But the economy is strong. High unemployment numbers. College graduates are saying they're struggling to find a job. Does that sound like a strong economy to you? Inflation over the past 4 years is up 21%. So that means if your money is not keeping up with inflation, not everyone can change a job and make 20% more money. That's the argument that Shermichael was pointing out to the economists. And this is the problem that Thomas Sowell has pointed out about economists, a lot of these progressive politicians. They think people are like machines. People are not like machines, okay? If you say, oh, look, if we just tax the rich this amount of tax money, we can generate $500 billion. That's contingent on the fact that you do get that same money and the rich does allow you to tax them at that amount, because the rich could be like, I'm not going to work to my maximum potential, and you lose money because you don't understand opportunity cost. And that's what's going on here. Almost about 46, 48% of Americans making 6 figures are living paycheck to paycheck. Most Americans do not even have $1,000 saved, and you're still trying to tout the economy as strong. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why people get mad at the media. You guys are essentially the mouthpiece of the Democratic Party, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all sitting here trying to protect them. Y'all sitting here trying to gaslight the American people like what they experiencing isn't real. On my live stream, I pointed out how The Guardian 2 months ago, at the time of me recording this video, said that 59% of Americans falsely believe that the economy is not strong. The Guardian wrote that. Now with growing fears of a recession, now high rates of unemployment, the numbers are coming out. And these numbers are lagging indicators. I believe the experience of people who are feeling it day to day is a leading indicator. If I hear surveys saying, oh, Americans feel like they can't make ends meet over the next 12 months, that's a leading indicator that, hey, something's going to happen. But these economists, we're referencing past data. Yeah, past data. Those are lagging indicators. That means they only capture what happens in the past. It's not currently capturing what's going on in the present. Shermichael's trying to tell you what's going on in the present. And she's like, oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Until a recession hit, then, we'll see you in another month. We'll see you next quarter. I don't understand the left, man. I don't understand the mainstream media, man. This is how you guys lose credibility. Y'all sit here a few months away from the election happening in 93 days, 92 days, right? And she's out here saying, it's not, I can't stand it, bro. You can tell that pissed me off, huh? Right? Consumers cut back amidst job cuts, high inflation, but the charts, no one cares about your charts. We've seen what's going on. These are leading indicators. Leading indicators that, jobs are getting cut. It's harder to find a job. Unemployment's on the rise. Those are trends. Those are leading indicators. Something's indicating to me, hey, the future's not so bright right now. The chief economic advisor for the Biden administration leaves. Are those good signs? I'll let you think about. I mean, common sense people can understand what the hell's going on. Ain't a good sign. It's not trending in the right direction. But instead, they want to play cover up. They want to try to protect their party, their guy, because I already said it. media bias, majority of journalists lean left, even financial analysts, which is considered the most conservative of the generalists. Majority of financial analysts are left-wing, are Democrats, are liberal. What are the odds she's a liberal? I'll say 96%. So are you saying the facts, or you trying to highlight data that protects the image of your party? And this is the conflict that I always completely ask myself whenever I hear these commentators talking on these shows. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts on how you guys are feeling about the economy. Do you agree with me that it's leading into seeming more and more like a recession? I believe we was already in a recession since the time that we experienced back-to-back negative GDP growth, and the media spend an entire month trying to tell people or redefining what a recession is. And these same people are trying to tell you, oh no, this is a strong economy. Okay, you can't wish cast this into being anything better. I think the only way we solve problems is to acknowledge reality and acknowledge that we do have a problem. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching to end the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.